This is the finished design. We got our water vaporizer here, and it goes straight into the carburetor. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. We just put it on here, so
Probably should put some gas in the carburetor to start out.
yeah, probably. But yep, this is filled with gas, and if you want to learn to make this, or I don't even know if it will work, I'm not promising anything at the end of this video. So I'm gonna go into making it, but I'm not sure it will work, and I'll see if it works at the end. Alright, this is the project that I'm building. As you can see here, here's the engine, here's the exhaust, here's the carburetor. I'm building a basically a cup, kind of like this, and there's going to be a tube coming into the cup, down, kind of like a straw, straight down, but it's not going to hit the bottom, it's just going to stay kind of above the bottom. And there's going to be another straw that kind of comes out of here, but it doesn't go in, really. It just kind of stays up there. And then it hooks up to the carburetor, so when the carburetor's sucking air in, it's going to suck air down through here, and it's going to cause bubbling in the gas, because this is going to be filled halfway up with gas. So it's going to cause bubbling, which is going to create gas vapor, and it's going to, along with, so the air and the gas are going to be, and the gas vapor are going to be taken over to the carburetor, which will be put through the engine. And also, I plan on, after, if this does work, I plan on hooking the cup up to right next to the exhaust. That way it can heat up also, because more vapor. Might as well win both ways. I've seen where they bubble it and it turns it into vapor, and then I've also seen where they heat it up and it turns into vapor. So I said, why not just do both and win both ways. But what I'm gonna do right now is here's the carburetor. It has to have a cap on top of it, and here's the engine that we're working on. It's off a rototiller. Yeah. This used to go right on top of. It used to go right up on top of the carburetor, but I took this off. This is just the air filter. It's really dirty. And everything works on it. So I'm just going to hook up the cap to the carburetor, which I bought this at Home Depot, and I don't even know what it really is. I just saw a rubber thing with these two on here, and then I bought a little cap that goes inside, and I just tightened it up on top. This should fit right there. Yeah, fits right on top like it's supposed to. And that way we can have this all sealed off, and we can run some tubes. Man, that's a bit bigger than. Alright, hopefully this all works, and I'm gonna make another video for when I start hooking everything else up. Here's all the rest of the supplies for this project. I got a mason jar with the lid, and here's the bubbling mechanism. It's just a piece of PVC pipe, and then I got this, which it turns it into two, and then I cut all these little pieces off and stuck it in there, and then I put a cap over top the end, so it looks like this now. And this is gonna go on here like this. Some hose connectors so they stay snug. Some of these little, I don't know, brackets, I guess you'd call them. So I got two of these. This is just to hold these onto the bottom of the lid. I'll put them on like that. And the tube and the duct tape and everything I need to drill, all these holes, and pretty much does it for all the supplies. It's a pretty simple design. So let's start assembling. The first step to this is drilling the holes into the bottom of this, so when the air is sucked down into this, it has a place to release in the bottom of the gas. So I'm going to start drilling the holes. Alright, this is after the holes are drilled. Put a couple on the sides, and then 3 on top for 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, 3 on the sides. And time to assemble it into the jar. Alright. Basically all I gotta do is drop it in there and push this tube into it, really. Alright. Plenty of airflow. Alright, now all I have to do is cut a hole in this cap and make it where this cap can sit on top and this will sit on the bottom. Now that's almost like a perfect fit too. It's like right up against the sides. It's not all the way on the bottom. It's just, I don't know, it just seems perfect fit for it. But I'm going to cut the holes for this cap and put this cap on over top of it so it will stay sturdy, and then we got to run this hose off of it. Drilled a hole through the cap and assembled it all. Dropping the cap down there. Tighten the seal. And there we go. That's all it takes for that. Next is to drill a hole for the tube connector coming off of it right here. And hooking this tube up to that. And then hooking this other one up to that cap we put on the carburetor. And that's pretty much it. Just fill it up like, I don't know, halfway with gas. I don't know. I've never done this before, so I guess it's going to be really experimenting after that. I just filled it up with water. It still only has this in it, but you can see kind of how it's going to work. If I blow into it. And it will make a gas vapor. Oh, go. If you see my post about a couple weeks ago or a week ago about the 200 mile per gallon carburetor, this is the product I've been working on myself. And really what it is let's just take the cap off. Ooh. This is a little project I've been working on. If I take the cap off, you can see inside we got this, just a piece of PVC pipe. And it goes down, and I bought a splitter that turns it into 2, and then I put caps on both ends of it, and then I drilled a whole bunch of holes on top of it. That way, this will be gas, but this is water that I got in there right now, just experimenting. Drilled a hole through the cap, you seal it nice and tight, and I have this tube over here that is going to be going into the carburetor. This is going to go right here like this, and the carburetor is going to suck air out of this, and air is going to enter through here, and it's going to make this bubble like this. And when it bubbles, it's going to create gas vapor, because, you know, gas doesn't actually burn, it's actually the vapor off of it. So with it bubbling, it will create more gas vapor, and it will come out of this tube and right into the carburetor, and hopefully the engine will run off of just the vapors coming out of it, because if it does, then you're going to get, you know, crazy amount of gas mileage. Alright, well, I just thought I'd make a quick video and show everybody what I'm working on. We just attached the tube. This goes down into here. It doesn't go far, it just goes to the very top of it. PVC pipes going to the bottom, and we're just blocking off any other way that the air could come in. We only want air to come in through here, because we want to make a vacuum out of it. If there's no vacuum suction, and then there's no bubbles. So this is basically the end of the process of just sealing it up, and then attaching to the carburetor, filling with gas, and then attaching to the carburetor, and we'll see if it runs. This is the jar after everything's been sealed up. Just used premium indoor-outdoor sealant, and everything's all sealed up. Looks pretty nice. And just give it 3 to 4 hours to seal, and everything. If you, oh yeah. All right, we broke the corner piece, so we just took everything out of it, and we're just going to duct tape around everything and make it airtight, and then hook it back up to the carburetor and fill it up with gas. Big moment. We stuck gas in the carburetor, so we make sure it does start. So it has good starting, initial startup fluid, and here's the vaporizer. That's where the vapor's going. That's where the air's coming in, and we're just about to start it up. All right.
All right. I have a good feeling this is gonna fall apart once I.
Oh man, there's 2 bubbles going. I wonder if
We gotta choke this or something.
I don't know. We had it going like in like 2 poles. Should at least start. There's gas in the carburetor, you know.
Let's try throwing a little in the tank, I guess.
All right.
I burn all that gas to see if it even works.
But we'll let it burn out. We'll see how long it runs, and if this gets lower, you know. Because then, you know, that's not very much gas. We want to put like a squirt in there. But anyways.
No, I'll put a good cup.
A cup?
Yeah, bottom.
Well, we'll look in there, and if there's any gas, you know, we'll know. But it was in not neutral. Had to be here. Oh yeah. What's going on? You want me to try? I don't know. It's not starting up. It should at least start up, right? Hey, what if we did this? We'll take off the vaporizer for right now. And then we'll stick it on and see if it makes a dye.
All right, go ahead.
So we'll know if that's the problem. Oh. You can see it. It's bubbling it, but it just doesn't seem like there's enough airflow getting through, you know? It seems like we decided the best way to do this is to the generator and blow air into it. Let's see if that's the problem. So that's the plan. Here we go. needs more air.
That was plenty of air.
No. It needs
less air and more air.
No, it needs more air. That's the problem because when I put that cap on it, you know.
You know what?
It shuts off.
So it needs more air and less air.
No, it just needs more air. Huh. No, I guess we'll do it. Let's make a bigger one. Make a bigger one and we'll see how that one runs. I think if we can get more air to it, it'll work better. It's just so much, you know, and maybe it's that pull because of that water, you know. It has to pull more for that water. All right. Well, that's where this thing leaves us. More air.
And less air.
At the same time. What we've done is we had that little white piece right here going from the lid to the hose, but the problem is it makes it such like a small airway that I don't think it's breathing. That's why it won't start up. So we just totally took that off, stuck the hose straight into it, and then on the bottom we had those caps with all those little holes. So we just took the caps off and left it like that. So I guess we're going to assemble it back and see if it will start. Alright, so we just made the adjustments. We duct taped around the cap, put the cap back on. We took that little piece off. Everything's just kind of straight in. We took those little caps off on the bottom of the bubbler. It shouldn't be that far in the bottom, but alright, there we go. And let's just hope it works. Alright, let's start it up. It's just not getting enough airflow. We got to make the whole thing bigger. The whole thing has to just be bigger. It's just not. Let's take out so much gas so we don't have so much gas in here, and then after we take out the gas, we can just put a little bit in there, and then we can see if it runs better. Maybe it's just too much gas, and maybe it can't pull through all of that. All right, we got less gas in it, so it's barely on it, and this will kind of just, you know, determine if it's just getting enough air, really. Here's the camera. Let's start it up. I got some gas in the carburetor. Gas tank. Alright, a little gas in the gas tank. Gas in the carburetor. Should run.
You like it?
close. Just needs more airflow. Alright, I'm going to start it. I have absolutely no gas in it now, so this is going to answer, the question is, you know, is it just you not getting enough airflow? Because it's getting air through here, so definitely this is going to answer the question if it's getting enough airflow or not. That's weird. Huh. Well, it's just that pressure on the gas. Then let's fill it back up with a little bit of gas and see how it runs after that. It has to just be the pressure of the gas. It's just really touchy because it's such a small tube, such small inserts. It's not just not getting enough air. All right, this is the last prototype I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna just same design. All the caps are off. Everything. I just barely put any gas in there because you know it kept running. It was barely running, but it was still It was once you got it on and it got used to it. Yes, it was still running off of it. So I just put barely any gas in there. Let's just see how that runs. Alright, a little gas in the carburetor. Let's start it up. run out of gas and see if it keeps running off the fumes. I don't know why it keeps on bogging down like that. It sounds like, you know, it's the lack of airflow. But I think this is where I'm going to leave this video off at. Yeah, it's going to die.